Hello YouTube, alexkaapa here. I am back after more than 3 weeks, and the reason being that I have been suffering from a severe case of lack of ideas on topics. But now I am back with a very good topic to talk about, namely free will. There was nothing else I could think about, and so yeah, that's what I decided to talk about. But since I created this channel to express my views on certain topics, I guess I can proceed. I will have to add that many of my ideas are influenced heavily by Daniel Dennett, so if you want to have a good philosophical explanation of this problem between free will and determinism, then I propose you would watch his videos. But if you are interested in my individual view, then please stay tuned. What I want to address mainly is that we do have moral responsibility even if determinism is true. So here goes. You may all have heard of the supposed dichotomy between determinism and free will. But before I go into this topic any further, I want to ask what free will really is. Is it the freedom to do whatsoever? Well, if that is the case, determinism certainly undermines this. But this is not what I would call free will. It is like calling real magic the paranormal activity, instead of referring to it in the way it can only meaningfully be talked about, namely within the boundaries of natural laws. If we ascribe the real meaning of a word to a notion that cannot be real, free will in this case would be a miracle, 100% unpredictable. To talk meaningfully about free will, then, we must discard this definition and turn to a more mundane one. To me, then, free will is the freedom to do whatever you choose to do. Though small, this change makes a huge difference to me, and is the only way we can really talk about free will. So, if free will is what we freely choose to do, does determinism undermine this? The problem people have is that if the world is determined, you cannot change your future. But that would also be the case if indeterminism would be the case, because the future is what is going to happen, and you can't change what is going to happen from happening. This fact is a tautology. The difference between determinism and indeterminism lies in that in the deterministic world there is only one possible future. If there were an agent, then, with unlimited knowledge about the universe, he would know exactly what is going to happen in the future, thus know exactly what every single person was going to do. But does this undermine the freedom to follow your choice? Well, no. Free will in this sense is not undermined, because the fact that we make a choice is not undermined by predictability. Well then, what about moral responsibility? Because this is what I really was aiming at. Can someone be held accountable for his choice if it has been clear that he would behave this way? I think yes. The reason is that our brains, while being able to simulate a future based on its past experiences, it is very limited in doing so, and thus does not know what the future will really be like. So, in other words, which world it actually is in. All it really knows is the possible worlds it could be in, because of the limitations of its evolved capacities. So we can talk about choosing to act this way instead of that way, because before something has actually happened, we cannot possibly know whether it really would occur. In other words, we have more than one opportunity to choose between. They might be deterministic, but still, because we see many possible worlds, they allow for moral decisions to be made. In effect, free will in the only real sense does give us moral responsibility. I hope to enjoy this video, even though it is a pretty lame topic to talk about. please comment, rate, and if you really liked it, subscribe to my channel, or subscribe even if you didn't like it. Well, anyway, I think that's it.